Today's video is dedicated to all of you who are suffering from chronic, genetic or autoimmune diseases. You might not know, but I was born with polycystic kidneys and liver, a genetic disease without a cure. So I truly understand what you are going through. Let's tap together to find some healing and relief.
Hi, it's Monica, your intuitive trauma transformation coach, who helps you face and successfully navigate through the storms of life by guiding you through a most powerful self-healing process and teaching you all the mindfulness tools you need to embark on your journey to your core self and create the life you've always envisioned.
Even though I'm living with a chronic disease, I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. I acknowledge the challenges I face and choose to embrace peace and self-compassion. I feel overwhelmed by the burden of a chronic disease. This condition affects my daily life and well-being. Sometimes it feels like too much to handle. I acknowledge the frustration and sadness I feel. I am open to releasing the stress and tension I carry. I choose to be gentle and compassionate with myself. It's okay to feel the way I do and to seek support. I am strong and capable of managing my condition with grace. I trust my ability to navigate this journey with resilience and choose to focus on the positive aspects of my life. I am grateful for the strength I have to face my challenges. My body and mind are working together to support my healing. I am deserving of love, care, and understanding. Now let's address the fears associated with a fatal diagnosis, offering support and fostering emotional well-being. Even though I'm facing these fears associated with my diagnosis, I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. I acknowledge these fears and choose to find peace and strength within myself. I fear the unknown aspects of dying. I worry about pain and suffering. The thought of losing control over my life scares me. I am concerned about how my loved ones will cope and that I might be a burden to them. There are unresolved issues and unfinished dreams. Feeling isolated and abandoned terrifies me. The unknown and existential questions weigh heavily on my mind. But I choose to be at peace with the unknown, trusting in the journey ahead. I trust that I can manage pain with grace and support. I release the need for control and embrace the present moment, knowing that I am surrounded by love and connection. I embrace my life's journey and find meaning in every moment. I am grateful for any care and support I receive. Even though I fear death, I choose to live fully and cherish each moment. I trust in the natural cycle of life. Even though I worry about pain and suffering, I am open to receiving care and relief. I trust that I can cope with strength. Even though I fear losing control, I choose to focus on what I can control and find peace in the present moment. Even though I'm dealing with a chronic autoimmune or genetic disease, I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. I acknowledge the challenges I face and choose to foster love and appreciation for my body and its efforts. I feel frustrated with my body's condition. It's so hard to accept the limitations of my body. Sometimes I feel like my body is betraying me. I acknowledge the pain and discomfort I experience. But I also recognize that my body is doing its very best. I choose to appreciate my body for the efforts it makes. I want to create a loving and supportive relationship with my body. I am grateful for the resilience and strength within me. Even though this is a real challenge, I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. And I love my body. And I forgive myself for rejecting it. As I know my organs and cells are working hard to support me. I choose to focus on the aspects of my health that are within my control. I choose to cultivate a positive and loving relationship with my body. And I choose to trust in my body's ability to find balance and healing. Even though I reject myself because of this disease, illness, and weakness, and feel frustrated about not being able to do the things I love or that others do, I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. I acknowledge these feelings and choose to cultivate unconditional self-love, self-compassion, and self-acceptance. I feel frustrated and weak because of the illness. I reject myself for not being able to do what I love. It's hard to accept my limitations and differences. I feel left out when I see others doing what I can't. I acknowledge the pain, anger, and sadness I feel. This overwhelm that flares up regularly. I want to release these feelings of self-rejection. I choose to be kind and compassionate with myself and love my inner child unconditionally. I am worthy of love and acceptance just as I am. Although I'm facing all these challenges, I am proud of my strength and resilience. I accept myself and my physical limitations, knowing that my worth is not defined by what I can or cannot do. I choose to focus on the things I can still enjoy and accomplish. I embrace self-compassion and recognize my inherent value. Even though I have inherited a genetic disease and feel hatred toward the person who had it and died from it, I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. I acknowledge these intense emotions and choose to release them, finding peace and understanding within myself. I feel anger and hatred toward the person who had this disease. It's so hard to accept that I've inherited this genetic condition. I feel overwhelmed by the burden of this disease. I acknowledge the pain and resentment I carry. I want to release these feelings of hatred and finally find peace. I choose to forgive and let go of the past. Releasing these emotions brings healing and relief. I am open to finding compassion and understanding within myself. Even though I have inherited this fatal genetic condition, I am worthy of love and acceptance, and I choose to release hatred and embrace forgiveness now in order to find peace within myself that brings healing and strength. I choose to focus on self-compassion and emotional well-being because I am capable of living a fulfilling life regardless of my condition. Even though I fear the unknown, I embrace the mystery of life. I trust that I am guided and protected. I often feel overwhelmed by the fear of what will happen to me and my body as the disease progresses. This fatal diagnosis brings so much uncertainty, especially because medicine still hasn't found a cure. I am scared of what lies ahead and what I don't know. It's hard to face the reality of my situation. I acknowledge the fear and anxiety I feel and all the overwhelm that often comes all of a sudden. I choose to find peace within, despite the uncertainty. I choose to embrace each moment with love and acceptance. I choose to trust my ability to navigate this journey with grace, finding strength and peace within. Even though I am scared to death of the unknown, I choose to find peace in the present moment. Every day, I choose to live in the present moment and focus on the love and joy that surrounds me. I am worthy of unconditional love, inner peace, and complete acceptance, even in the face of uncertainty. I choose to embrace life's journey with courage, strength, hope, and absolute faith in divine guidance. Even though I fear losing my identity, I know that I am more than my physical body. I acknowledge these feelings and choose to embrace my true self, regardless of my condition. My spirit and essence remain strong and true. I fear my disease is changing who I am. It's hard to recognize myself sometimes. I worry that I'm losing my identity to this illness. I acknowledge the fear and uncertainty I feel. I want to reconnect with my true self. My identity is more than my physical condition. I choose to focus on the aspects of myself that remain strong. I am more than my disease, and I embrace my true essence. Although I'm facing an identity crisis in the face of illness, I am proud of my strength and resilience, no matter my condition. I let my true self and character shine through and focus on my inner qualities and strengths. I deeply and completely embrace self-acceptance. I recognize my inherent value and connect with my divinity on soul level. Let's say a heartfelt clearance prayer to release ancestral disease patterns reaching back to the beginning of time. Divine source of all, healing and light, I come before you with a humble heart, seeking to release and cleanse the disease patterns that have been passed down through my ancestral lineage from the beginning of time until now. I acknowledge the struggles and suffering that my ancestors endured, and I honor their journeys. With gratitude for their lives and lessons, I now choose to release any and all negative patterns, illnesses, and imbalances that I have inherited. I call upon the healing power of the universe to cleanse my body, mind, and spirit of these ancestral burdens. Let the light of healing flow through me, dissolving all negative energies and restoring balance and harmony. May this healing light travel back through the generations, bringing peace and resolution to all who came before me. As I release these patterns, I send love and gratitude to my ancestors, and I welcome a future free from these inherited challenges. I am open to receiving the full extent of this healing, allowing it to transform me and my lineage. With this prayer, I embrace health, wholeness, and the divine light within me. So be it, and so it is. Amen. Thank you for joining me today. I'm thinking of you during these challenging times and truly hope that the tapping procedure and the clearing prayer have brought you some comfort, peace, and healing. Please let me know in the comments box below how it helped, or if you have any questions. I'd love to hear from you. Take care and be well. Love, light, and blessing for all of you. Peace begins with me. Namaste, namaste. And remember, you deserve to break free and live your magic every day.